It's such a beautiful sunny day out there.
I know, that's why I had to come out here. I was like, dude, I need to just
Just take it all in.
really, I need the sun. I miss it.
Heck yeah. I actually have a little sunburn on my shoulders right now just because I was enjoying it so much the other day.
Yeah, we kind of need it. It's been so rainy lately and just gloomy.
Oh yeah. It's I think it's like really important, like just for our like health to really like just to go outside and breathe in the air because it's so easy to just like stay inside.
Oh, and I
But
have, and especially since like we're all supposed to stay home.
right.
I've been inside so much, and because it hasn't been sunny, I haven't really just been motivated to go out here at all.
Yeah, I feel you. Cool. I'm glad that the sun is kissing your flesh right now.
It's
I'm
so
gonna go I'm gonna go grab some later.
my thighs are finally gonna get some sort of color right now. I'm so excited.
Oh, good.
It's a little sad. I need some sunglasses to look at them right now, to be completely honest.
Wow. Just protect your eyes, Whisper.
Oh,
uh, how's it going? It's actually been a while since we've talked.
I know it's been a long time. It's going. I mean, it's going. Finally, almost done with school. I'll be done in what, like 4 weeks?
Heck yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
I'm so ready to be done.
Yeah. What are you majoring in?
Business.
Heck yeah. So yeah, do you want to like start your own business?
I don't know. For a while, I kind of really wanted to see if I can try my hand at real estate because I feel like I'd be good at that. But right now, with how things are going, who knows if that's going to be a good idea.
I don't know. People still need to buy houses, like regardless if there's a virus or not. I mean, I don't know. I can't predict the future, but that's what it seems like.
True, 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 true. So I really should get on that studying and try and pass that test.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. I used to be a business major actually, and then I switched to music.
Fitting, very fitting.
Yeah. Would you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
Yeah, not so much. I really should just stick to music. Honestly.
Your trip. Yeah, I mean, I love your voice actually. Like you're one of the most like skilled and talented like people. It's just like I get such a warm feeling in my heart like when I hear you like singing the songs that it's just like, "Oh my gosh, like Whisper knows this song." I don't know, maybe it could be like Alicia Keys or something or like something like that. Like it's just like, "Whoa." It's interesting.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, thanks for coming on the podcast. It's
Yeah, thanks
like,
for having me.
oh yeah,
This is kind of fun.
good. Yeah, it's so much fun. It's a trip like how we can find like these cool like silver linings in like this time. It's just like it feels good to like connect with people and to just kind of like riff back and forth with other creatives and see what happens.
Oh, my dog hears something.
What does he hear?
I don't know. He was
Yo,
taking a nap and now he just shot up.
dogs are a trip. It's like
They're so interesting.
they like see and hear things that we don't and they just give us unconditional love.
No, it's precious. Honestly, I love my dog more than everything in life.
Good. Glad you have one of those. It's like where does that come from? I heard somebody say that like the if you want like a pure sense of love, think about the way like a dog loves a human or like a baby loves its mom. It's like
Oh,
that's yeah.
oh.
Yeah, it's like and we have that like within us and like on this world. So it's just I don't know, it's cool. Thanks for reminding me of that right now. What kinds of stuff have you been doing in quarantine lately?
A lot of Animal Crossing.
Wow.
Like an unhealthy amount of Animal Crossing. And TikTok. TikTok has definitely taken over.
TikTok and Animal Crossing.
Lots of
Hmm.
TikTok and Animal Crossing.
Talk about that a little bit. Do you like make TikTok videos?
Honestly, not a whole lot. I've posted a couple of just really dumb challenges, like finishing a White Claw before somebody says something. And it's but I posted a video of me singing "I Have Nothing" by Whitney Houston. Um, that was my friend recorded it, I think like 2 years ago. So it might be, yeah, 2 or 3 years ago. I think it was like 2017 when I did that. And that video has over 100,000 views now. And I'm like, when did that, like, what? What?
I'm not surprised.
I was so confused because I just posted it. Just, here you go. Listen to this. Next thing you know, yeah, 100,000 views and like 20,000 likes. I was like, I'm not cool. What?
I agree, but your voice is pretty cool.
Yeah. Except for my lack of coolness as it is.
No, that's pretty freaking awesome. What did that feel like? Like, did you watch the numbers like shoot up, or was it like
Yeah.
gradual? Or
It's still happening.
yeah,
And I gained like almost 3,000 followers in the span of 48 hours.
heck yeah,
I was like, what? Huh? This has never happened to me.
yeah,
Kind of weird.
good. Yeah, just like I love when those weird like unexpected things happen. Does it feel like I don't know, is it like reassure you somehow musically?
Yes, completely.
Yeah, what in what ways?
Because I mean, I know I can sing, but a lot of the times I'm just not too confident with myself and how I sound. Because I mean, a lot of the time people just don't really like the sound of their own voice. So I don't know. It definitely helped when I heard just like strangers and people not around me that I know say that I was killing it.
Heck yeah.
So it definitely makes me want to get back into it a little more. And I was trying before this whole quarantine happened, but obviously bars shut down and gigs got canceled.
Yeah, what do you like what do you love about performing? Because I know you do, yeah, like you said, you do like bar gigs and like
I love when the crowd gets into it, especially like a crowd that I didn't bring in and it's just random people that were already in the bar.
yeah.
They were just listening. And then they get up and they start dancing and it just gives me reassurance for one, but it also just I don't know, I like to party. And it feels like one big party.
Yeah, and you're like the one that's kind of like guiding it in a certain way, like you're having a little like, you know what I mean? Yeah, definitely. Such a
It
yeah.
gives you some sort of sense of like, okay, the ball's in my court now. I can control how much fun they're gonna have.
Yeah.
And I try.
So a piece of good advice that I got about performing is the audience is gonna have as much fun as you're having. I think I
Hmm.
butchered that a little bit, but like if you like project that environment and that vibration and that like emotion, then that's
Yeah.
what people are gonna like start like leveling up to. So if you're on stage like having a good time, it's just like it's so infectious to have a good time.
It really is.
Do you can you give me some advice on like performing? I feel like you've been on stage in front of a mic more than I have.
In front of the mic. Oh goodness. I don't know. I think it sounds so cliche and kind of dumb, but honestly, just having fun helps so much. And just kind of not caring. If you're, I know I talked about not being so confident in myself, but sometimes you just have to fake it. If you
Yeah.
act like, if you act like you're super confident in what you're doing and you just do it and have fun with it, it definitely, it translates really well. Like I've been told that it doesn't look like I get nervous when really I am scared, terrified.
Yeah, I
It's
definitely
okay.
feel that. Yeah, it's like I feel like the nerves are just excitement, and it's gonna like transmute into like fun and like that confidence. It just means like I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah. I also like nerves too, because like for me, it feels like it means that I still care.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Yeah. Because there have been times where I just been, I don't know, either in a group or just doing something that I'm not too crazy about, and I just don't get nervous because I know I don't, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, that's a
But
really good insight too.
mhm, it's good times.
Yeah. Do you do you write songs?
Mm-mm. No, I haven't been into songwriting at all. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not really good with playing instruments either. So
Okay.
trying to get a melody down and then having to put words to it, that sounds like rocket science to me.
Yeah. Yeah, one thing that I remember that you were like good at is I had like the chords and the song or the lyrics,
Hmm.
and then you were able to like figure out the last piece, like putting like the melody to the lyrics. Like it
Yeah,
was,
I'm good at that part of it. If I have something to work with, I can
yeah,
get to the end result a little better.
yeah. I think that's super valuable, and that's also like there's magic there in that like collaboration.
Hmm. Yeah, I like working with people. It's more fun for me.
Heck yeah, same. Is there is there anything that you'd like to talk about? I mean, it's like pretty go with the flow, the podcast.
Oh goodness, what would I want to talk about?
Yeah. What we can talk about Animal Crossing.
Oh my god.
Why are you so addicted to it?
I don't know. It's so mindless. So you just kind of
Mm,
create everything as you want it in your own little world, and it gets the more like visually artistic side of my brain going. So as I'm making my little island how I want it and making my house the way I want it and setting things up, um, I don't know, it kind of just makes me think about how I would want my own house.
yeah.
So it's kind of fun. It makes me want more plants in my house,
Yeah.
but I
Wow.
kill everything. So I need to work on that. Succulents are my jam. But even then
Same.
I've killed a succulent before, so
the yeah, succulents are pretty cool. I have
yeah.
one.
I want to get
It's
more plants. I need to get some more plants and actually keep them alive.
yeah, it feels so good when you like cultivate something and you just see it thrive.
Yeah. And I hear having plants in your house makes things like makes you happier or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It just changes the mood. Like I don't know, like working at your desk, like in front of a computer, it feels so much different if there's a flower next to you
Yeah.
or if there's a succulent next to you.
Mhm. Just something of beauty and nature.
Straight up. So, but I want to get back to Animal Crossing. So I just like, have you heard the like how we're living in a simulation? Like that theory that
Yes. Yes, very much so.
so I feel like all these little like gadgets and like games and stuff, just like how you and I are talking into a screen right now at each other,
Mhm.
and how we're creating our own little worlds on our island. It just seems like we're contributing to a simulation. I don't know if like you get that same kind of vibe, but
Yeah, no, I get where you're coming from. Ooh. Yeah.
I don't know, just something trippy to think about.
Everything's so controlled, especially if you're doing it yourself like that.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
What's your dog's name?
Kiba.
Kiba.
He's a good boy. He's very sweet. A big boy. He's a little he needs a lot of attention.
Little boy Kiba.
Yeah. I love him.
What is your like can you I never really I mean I played Animal Crossing like when I was a kid,
Hmm.
but
No,
and yeah, on like the GameCube. Do you is there like adventures that you go or do you have like quests?
at the beginning of the game, more so, yeah, because especially the newest one, you get dropped off on this little barren island, and you have to do little quests and things for Tom Nook.
Yeah.
I see all of these. Thank you. He gives you just a bunch of little chores to do, and as you do all those little chores, your island gets built up more and more and more.
Heck yeah.
You have to just go around and find like sticks and iron and clay and stone to build actual buildings. And you just, I don't know, you just keep doing little things here and there. And eventually your island gets built up into just this crazy, like almost like a resort if you want to make it like that.
Are you building a resort, Whisper?
No, I'm not. I'm building more of like a, like a little town, like a simple little urban town.
Tight. I think there's like what's appealing about that is how we're able to have like so much control and kind of like
Complete
just
creative freedom, basically.
yeah, the creative freedom.
Mm-hmm.
That's like have you ever played like The Sims or like
Yes. Yeah.
it's the same kind of thing.
Similar. Yeah. Very, you're in a, you have your own little world. You create it the way you want it.
Yeah. I like to I think I do that with music. Like just create a concept and then
Mhm.
it's like in this little like fantasy song I can like I don't know, like go fight a dragon or like have someone like I don't know, like just whatever, like fly through space or something.
Oh, my laptop's heating up. Not good.
Oh no.
I'd have to move inside.
Oh dang.
My
I think
laptop's heating up real bad.
it's just because I'm on the screen.
That's it. That's definitely it. I am gonna move inside just because I don't want this thing to blow up on me or something.
Yeah, yeah, do your thing.
Oh, scary. Oh, this is my backyard. That's my jacuzzi that doesn't work.
Oh. Yo,
Out.
jacuzzis are super powerful.
My mother
Like,
locked me out of the house.
oh no.
Um,
Oh, this is the best podcast ever.
Fantastic. Now that my computer is not going to explode,
Awesome.
back in business.
Back in business.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Perfect.
What were we talking about? Creative freedom, instruments.
Yeah, like creating little worlds.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's you know what game I really freaking loved? It was Harvest Moon. Did you ever play that?
I didn't.
It's
What was
freaking
that?
it's awesome. It's like you build a farm. Like you live in this little town
Uh-huh.
and you basically like take care of like the cows and the chickens, and you can like grow crops and stuff, and basically build relationships throughout the town. But it was like really cool because like as you progress or like throughout the story, there's like little bits of magic kind of like sprinkled throughout. So like yeah, so like there's like a special where like the Yeti comes and just like there's like a little like story arc with like a Yeti, like a snowman, or like sometimes like little fairies will come and help like grow your plants. So it's just like little things like that where it's like a super like realistic game where you're like farming, but then all of a sudden it's just like little fairies come. Heck
I like it.
yeah.
I really like just simple video games that are so mindless like that.
Mindless.
They're just things to pass the time, especially right now.
Yeah, you can like lose yourself in them.
Yeah, because if not, I go stir crazy. I'm not the type of person that stays in her house all the time.
Oh, you like adventures and stuff, huh?
Yeah, I like just going places
Heck yeah.
or just going out with friends.
Yeah. Do
Just
you are you into traveling?
yes, very much so.
Oh, where like where are some places that you'd want to go?
Um, I've never been to Europe, so I want to go to Italy and I want to go to Spain and all those places.
Yeah.
Um, I want to go back to Australia and I want to go back to New Zealand because those are like some of my favorite places I've ever been.
Oh, I didn't know you went to Australia and New Zealand.
But a long
What
time ago, I was 14.
yeah, and well what'd you like about it though? That sounds tight.
Australia was the people were hilarious. They're very, very sarcastic, which translates to me very well. I enjoy it. Um, New Zealand was just pretty. It's just so green,
Wow.
and there are just I don't know. It's just really green and pretty, and there's really good hiking trails in New Zealand that I've been on. Um, Australia, yeah, that was just more fun for me.
Yeah.
Great Barrier Reef was cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's in New Zealand, that's where they filmed Lord of the Rings, like where they had
Yeah,
like yeah, all like
the
those.
studios are over there. I actually did end up going to Weta Studios, like the sound studio.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so they kind of showed us a little bit of the like the behind the scenes on some of the Lord of the Rings stuff and Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was cool. I got a little nerdy.
Straight up getting real nerdy. But that's tight. I just got back from Japan a couple months ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm dying to go back.
You went to Japan too?
Yeah, I was 6. It was a long time ago.
Uh,
No,
yeah.
6, I was 4.
And you remember what it's like?
A little bit.
What do you remember about it?
Okay, so I went to Okinawa first, and then a little bit of Japan. I remember going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Definitely remember Tokyo Disney because it was raining. It was just pouring rain.
Mm.
And I didn't understand Mickey Mouse because he was speaking Japanese.
Wow, that must have been a trip.
It was weird. He sounded so different.
That's
Else, I
cool.
yeah, I remember just little bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah. You went to Okinawa and Tokyo?
So Okinawa, my great grandmother lived there, and some of my family.
Oh.
So my grandmother took us out there to go visit her family.
Yeah. Wow, that's tight. I didn't know you were Japanese.
Mhm.
Fun facts about Whisper.
Yes, fun facts. I'm Asian on my mom's side.
Where else do you wanna travel?
I really want to go to Canada.
Heck
I
yeah.
don't, I don't know why, but I just really want to go to Canada.
Yeah, it's like so close and I think something about like just how much nature is there.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I'm not sure how well I'll do with snow, so I might have to go in the summertime.
Sounds like a good plan.
I don't like cold weather, but I
Yeah.
also really want to go watch hockey in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm a big hockey fan, so I really want to go over there and just go to probably all the stadiums in Canada.
Yeah, you might as well. I mean,
One of these days, I'll make it to every single one.
that sounds like a if Whisper was Animal Crossing, like that's her mission to
But
like build.
that's my goal in life.
Do you play hockey?
No, oh
No.
god, no! You don't want me to play any sports. No, I'm okay at volleyball.
Why don't you play hockey?
Um, well, I can't skate to save my life, and also getting shoved into a board does not appeal to me. I'll watch it happen all day,
Okay.
but I really don't want to get shoved into a board or like take a puck to the face or a stick to the face. It just no, I'm good.
That's like the point of the game. I mean, what about like pushing someone into the board?
Yeah, no, I'm too nice. Mean.
That's such a trip. I love it. Like, yeah, you just like love to like watch it, but not participate. Like, I
Yeah, I
don't
won't do it.
know.
I'm good.
Oh, what about some kind of like TikTok where we can incorporate that, like some kind of hockey stuff? I mean, I'm not too into hockey, but I feel like that'd be entertaining.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll make it. I have a lot
Yeah.
of these. I'll figure it out
Heck yeah. All right. I'm down with that.
somewhere.
What?
I said I have a hockey stick somewhere and a jersey. I'll figure it out.
Oh yeah.
I'll do it.
What what kinds of music have you been listening to lately?
I what have I been listening to lately? Oh, so I've been listening to a lot of country.
Yeah.
I really love my country music every day of my life. But I listen to a lot of my friend's music. So he put out a few songs in like December, I think it was like December 30th. And he put out about 6 or 8 songs, and I've been listening to that a lot. A lot.
Yeah. What's his name?
His name's Tanner Malik.
Tanner Malik.
Yeah, so he's from the Valley. I met him on a cruise ship. Really long, long story. On a cruise ship, at one point they were like, "Hey, this guy does music. You want to go listen to his songs?" And my friend and I said, "Sure, don't kill us." So we went down to their room and we listened to their music, and I've been obsessed ever since. It's kind of embarrassing.
Wow. What kind of music is it?
Like rap.
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
That's so funny the way like just certain like coincidences line up and
Yeah.
it's just like
No,
these
and I
little
still hang
adventures.
out with them sometimes. I mean, obviously not now, but I went to his house for Super Bowl.
Tight.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful. Like I love how when you just like when you're going about your life and then like you meet like just the person that like I don't know, it just like the people that we attract into our lives is a trip.
Mhm. Yeah, that whole group of friends, I hung out with them all weekend when we were on that cruise, and it was so fun.
Good.
Gone to the
Where
beach with them a few times.
where was that cruise going to?
Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah.
Just a little cruise. Hammered.
Oh
Absolute
no.
tragedy. At one point, Sammy just found me on the floor, just passed out. It was not good. At least
Oh,
I was in the room. I was in the room. But I was very, very much so gone. And there's a picture of me, and I'm like half in her suitcase and just half on the floor.
wow.
Really good.
That's
I did.
you sound so confused. Like where am I?
I didn't know what happened the next day at all,
Dang.
but you know, I'm alive to tell the story. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm grateful you survived. Like maybe the suitcase saved you or something.
Maybe. Yeah, that was a fun weekend. It was crazy.
What what else was like crazy about it? I mean, that's just like on the cruise, right? Or like
Mhm. We went to Papa's and Beer.
yeah.
So Sammy, and then those guys that we met, a few of them, we were all at Papa's and Beer. And I had never been to Papa's and Beer. I kind of understood a little bit before going into it that it was kind of insane and crazy. But next thing you know, I'm upside down getting tequila poured down on my back.
Wow.
Confused.
Yeah, what did what was that like?
Uh, it was an experience. To say the least, it was an experience. I had no idea it was happening.
Hmm.
And it happened twice. The first
Two
time, I
times.
vaguely knew the guy that, like, licked tequila off of my body. The second time, I had no idea who it was.
Oh,
So weird.
I never had
So weird.
I never had tequila licked off of me before.
I really don't suggest it, honestly. Very strange feeling.
Well, yeah, I mean, you have more experience than I do. I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah. Don't do it. Really dumb.
Oh man, I think it depends like where. I don't know, never mind. I don't really want to think about that right now, but
You don't want to get into tequila licking?
I mean, I okay. Oh man.
Oh.
Like I don't know, like a belly button seems kind of funny
Yeah, that didn't happen to me, but I definitely watched it happen a few times.
because like
Definitely watched it happen a lot of times, actually. The chest is very popular.
mm.
I'm like, yeah, no, no, I'm good. I'm so good. So good.
This is a pretty interesting conversation just from like Animal Crossing to tequila licking.
Licking. Yeah, that's kind of how my life goes. I just dive right into whatever.
Straight up. Hopefully we can do like some kind of tequila licking event on this Animal Crossing island we're talking about.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Very giant party.
Yeah, everyone's wearing like a hockey jersey and then you got to try and I don't know, like throw a puck that has a tequila shot on it in somebody's face and they have to like
Perfect. I'm gonna do this in real life, honestly. Party.
a new TikTok challenge.
Yeah. Just do it in real life. It's gonna be cool. I might get hurt, but worth it. Very worth it.
Do it for the TikTok.
Yes. Can't do it for the Vine anymore, so gotta do it for something.
Yeah. What what else would you like to talk about? I want to like I don't know.
I don't know. What's going on in life?
Yeah.
Other than quarantine making me freaking crazy.
Can you
I
tell
don't know.
me can you tell me a fun story about like some place that you've traveled? Like you've talked about like your cruise ship and stuff. What about like in Australia or New Zealand?
Oh God. That one was an interesting one because I did it with a bunch of other students, so it was very heavily monitored. So I couldn't get away with a whole lot. But I remember at one point I did lose my phone
Oh
in
dang.
an aquarium, so that sucked.
Like did a fish eat it or something?
No, I'm a very forgetful person. I'm a very I will leave something somewhere and just not realize that I did it for like 3 hours. I've lost my wallet in my car when it was just in my like glove compartment.
Oh no.
That kind of losing things. Um, so I put my phone down somewhere. Don't really know where it. I still couldn't tell you where, honestly. And at some point, one of the girls in my group gave it to the like our tour guide person. So I am running around for an hour at least around this entire aquarium crying because I don't know where the hell my phone is and I'm in Australia. I don't know what's happening.
Dang.
So I was looking everywhere. I went up and down the stairs, up the escalator, went to the bathroom because I know I had gone there a few times. Um, looked by, I don't know, looked by the jellyfish, looked by the fish, looked by wherever I could. And at the very end, I'm still freaking out. And I go up to the tour guide and I'm like, I'm really sad. I lost my phone. And he was like, what does it look like? And I was like, whatever phone I had at the time. And he's like, here you go. I was so mad. He hid it from me this entire time.
Dang. I can't imagine what that must have been like. Just like a.
So tragic. At 14 years old, freaking out because you can't find your phone in a foreign country.
And it was like right in your group the whole time.
Oh, so mad.
Oh, I have a. Are you down for some like deep questions?
Sure. Let me close the door because I'm sure you can hear my mom like ruffling around. Alrighty, we're gonna take a deep dive. Let's go.
Yeah, just diving in. Just like
I'm pretty open, so
just take that tequila shot and then dive into it.
ready.
Like, what do you think?
It's kind of funny. I don't even like
You don't like tequila?
No, not at all.
You know what? I something about my brain just connected with tequila and Whisper is I was at your house one time and I think like I took a tequila shot
Uh huh.
and I felt so good about myself. And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh no. And like it was just like one shot too much. And
Oh
then
no.
and then I like spit it out in the back.
Probably for the better.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just that one too many, and you're just not happy.
Anyways, well, what do you think happens like after we die?
Oh, that is something I actually have been thinking about so much lately.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, obviously, a lot of people have been dying lately.
Yeah.
One being one of my best friends. He just lost his dad this last week.
What the heck?
Mm-hmm. So
Whoa.
I've been having an absolute crisis over it, thinking about like my own dad dying.
Hmm.
I've been losing my mind. So honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't like to think about it too much because it freaks me out. But I'd like to think that it just doesn't end there, but it might. Like it could just be like you're asleep and not dreaming at all.
Asleep and not dreaming.
Yeah.
Whoa. Dang, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear about your friend.
Yeah, they're doing all right. I mean, as good as they can be.
Yeah, because there's like that acceptance that it's like okay, everybody's gonna die, and it's just like a normal part of life, and
And I have those moments where I'm just like, okay, it's just gonna happen. And then
yeah,
I have days where I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to. No,
right.
I don't wanna.
I feel that. Have you ever had like a near death experience?
Um, Definitely almost been in a few car crashes,
Dang,
but
almost in a car crash, not actually in a car crash.
no, no. But like there was one time that I remember I was going through. I was in the back seat too, um, but on the passenger side in the back seat, and we went through an unprotected left turn, and this car was just flying towards us, and that scared me. That one was a little close.
Whoa.
I think that might have been the closest I've ever been. Yeah, because I've
Dang.
never been super sick, but
Yeah, I one time I had a dream where I accepted death. And it was a trip. There was like it was like super rainy and stormy,
mhm.
and it was raining so hard that I lost my balance and I started sliding down, and it was like a I don't know, like a very like aggressive water slide down this steep hill. And I'm looking out in like the distance, and in the sky I see this like nuclear missile just leaving like clouds behind it. And I see it, it's gonna like fall on the beach. And I just had like a moment where it was like life has been pretty cool. Like I'm just it's been pretty cool up so far. Like I'm totally okay with this. It was really interesting. Like just like so much happening, and it's just like a storm, and like this bomb's gonna kill us all. And it's just like, nah, like I've lived a good life.
Yeah, this is where it ends. That's fine.
Yeah. Do you think like where we go after we die is where we came from when we were born?
I don't think I've ever thought about it like that. Maybe, because I mean, we weren't always here, and we're not always gonna be here. Mm.
Yeah, I don't know like if you ever like look at the way that like little children, like infants, the way they see the world. Like sometimes they just like stare at a certain spot, and it's
Mhm.
like I feel like they see something that we don't, and maybe it's because they're just like closer to the other side.
Could be that, or they're just really trying to learn.
It's really trying to learn.
Like you stare at a dandelion for so long, like what is this? I've never seen it.
Yeah,
Then it goes away and it makes you sad.
yeah, that's an important lesson too. Just like learning to accept loss.
Mhm. Yeah, it's not easy either.
Right. And there's also like a lot of I don't know, I think it's like a practice where you can like learn how to learn how to just like widen up your perspective on it, because there's like an ebb and flow to things. So like kind of like music, how there's like dissonance and harmony.
Mhm.
So like something could be like really dissonant, and it's like building up to something, and then it like climaxes into a resolution. And it's like all of that is really beautiful together, but like maybe like when you're in the middle of it, it's just like it seems like chaos sometimes, but then overall it makes like a beautiful song.
Yeah, life and death is weird. Definitely a
Yeah,
weird. Like, I don't think there's not one way to grasp it at all.
yeah,
It's a
it's
strange
like
concept.
it's abstract.
Mhm. Like I wish we could just ask a dead person what it's like,
Ew. Have
but
you
you
ever
can't.
talked to have you ever talked no, you never talked to a dead person?
No, can't say I have. Have you ever had any experiences like that?
I don't know.
Did somebody come to me in a dream and I just don't know it? Like it could have happened.
Okay, I got a creepy story for you.
Lay it on
So
me.
so th- I was in a I was in my friend's garage, and it was like super late at night, probably like after midnight.
Mhm.
And I think we were watching like a scary movie too. So just like the vibes were already kind of like unsettled.
Uh-huh.
And like we had been drinking, and my friend Chris, he turns to my other friend, and he said something like hey, your grandma's here. And then she's like, what? And then he's like, yeah, like she's here, like I see her behind you. And then she's like, well, what like what is like, you know what I mean? It's just, and I'm just kind of like, what the heck is happening like on this couch next to me,
Right?
like and then he's like, oh, she says that the argument between like your mom and your aunt, that your mom is right, and also like not to worry about your audition. And then she was just like, oh my gosh, like I know that she's right. And it's like, whoa. And it was just such a trip that like this is like my friend was like knowing things about her that he didn't know before.
Hmm.
And then he turns to my other friend who's like super like doesn't believe in like anything like that.
Right.
And then he's like he said something, he's like, "Oh, like someone's here for you too." And then he's just kind of like, "What?" Like I don't know, it was a trip, and he like got mad and like went to the other room, like kind of freaked out. And then he turns to me and he's like, "Hey, there's like a female presence next to you too." And I'm just kind of thinking like, I wonder like who it could be, because I never really had like anybody like super close to me die before.
Hmm.
And I was thinking like maybe it could be like a distant like relative or like something like that, or like a family friend. And he's like, "Oh well, like whoever she is, like she's here protecting you."
Oh,
So
that's
yeah, thanks. Yeah, so that's my story.
that's creepy. I couldn't imagine, especially just like late at night, just hanging out with friends, and all of a sudden one of them's like, "Hey, I can talk to dead people."
Kind of like
Like, uh, terrifying.
something something else that was creepy. Like after all that, he was like because I was kind of concerned that my friend got angry and left the room. That was like out of character. And he was like, "Oh, don't worry, like we're not the people that we normally are right now." And I'm just like, "Ugh," like it just gave me like a
That
weird.
mean
I don't know. I don't like it, but it's what happened.
what? We are not what what? Huh?
I don't know. I mean, I could be like remembering it wrong. Maybe it's just my mind making it. I don't know.
Either way, like that's still weird.
Yeah, maybe I can turn it into an anime or something.
Ah, do it. Turn into a full-on storyline,
Yeah. Okay.
and then profit,
Okay.
or don't. You just do it for fun.
Both. I think like when you follow the fun, then like the dollar signs will like start coming along.
Yeah, that's kind of how it seems to go. Like you just follow the fun of it, and then at some point, somebody just pays you to do it.
Yeah.
And then it hasn't happened for me yet, but hopefully it does because I'm so jealous of the people that it has happened for, and not like a bad jealous. It's like I'm jealous because it looks like you're having so much fun and you're getting paid for it.
Straight
So like
up.
you're not actually working, but you're working.
Yeah, that's one of the keys of life is to like set it up in a way so to where you're mostly like doing everything that you want to be doing and like making money in your sleep kind of thing.
Mhm. Yeah, I want to get to that point.
Yeah, like
I
being
know I
like
can. We all
yeah,
can.
like getting paid to travel and to like
Yeah, like
collaborate
those
with yeah.
people, they make me very upset because I'm not doing it.
Mm.
I didn't think of it, so now I'm sad that I didn't think of it.
I mean
I'm not actually mad. For the record, I'm not actually mad. Good for them. I'm not ever gonna knock it because honestly, if I could too, I would.
we can do it. I believe in us. I want some of that too, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
I find it inspiring to see somebody else that is able to just like I don't know, and then like learning from somebody that's already doing it
Right?
is yeah.
Like you could do just I don't know, you can do the coolest things ever and get paid for it. I want to do that. I want to do cool things and get paid for it.
What kinds of cool stuff would you do?
I don't know. Can I get paid for my Red Bull addiction? Like,
Yeah, maybe we can make like a TikTok ad for Red Bull.
'cause I love Red Bull.
Yeah.
It's kind of a problem.
Yeah, I
It's not good for you, but I love Red Bull. I
dang,
don't drink it
yeah.
every day.
Oh, okay.
I think actually that's probably the first one I've had in I don't know, probably at least a month.
Really?
Yeah, I don't drink like I love Red Bull, don't get me wrong, but I don't drink them that often.
Oh,
It was
okay.
worse when I was still working
Hmm.
because I would work later at night and I'd be tired. And when you're bartending, you have to be somewhat alive to talk to your customers. So I would drink a lot of caffeine.
Dang, I used to be addicted to Monster.
See, Monster's too sweet for me. Way too sweet. Red Bull isn't as sweet in my opinion, so I like it more. I also really like Bang energy drinks. So either way, I'm probably still not doing the best for my body.
Yeah, they're not they're not good for you. I feel so much better like not having them in my life.
Right?
But it'd be still like really tight to have them sponsor like like some kind of travel event and
Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do it for I don't know.
yeah, okay, so how
Hey,
about what if like I'll make like the music and lyrics for some kind of like Red Bull ad and then you want to sing it?
yeah, let's do it.
Okay. What should we like what should we talk about? Like why do you like Red Bull so much?
I don't know. I think you should mention something about it giving you wings because obviously that's their little tagline.
Yeah.
It
And then like
wakes me up. Definitely wakes me up.
you like the taste of it too?
I do. I genuinely like the taste of Red Bull, which a lot of people don't. I remember back when I was still working in the speakeasy at my work, bartending back there, and I had to work from like 6 to like 3 in the morning. So like 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. My coworker and I would definitely shotgun Red Bulls before our shift.
Dang.
Or like in the middle of it, before the big rush would come. We would just take a Red Bull to the face and just go. And then by the time we're closing, we have crashed so hard.
Oh
I
dang.
regret nothing. It was fun.
Wow. This is good. This is a good like song inspiration.
Thank you.
I'm trying to remember like I mean I enjoy Red Bull too, like the taste and stuff and you know what I used to love was like mixing Red Bull with Jaeger. Like that used to be
Oh, I love Jaeger bombs.
yeah.
Last year when I went to Stagecoach, my friend and I, she also really likes Jaeger bombs. And as a joke, kind of as a joke, not really as a joke, I said every day that we were at Stagecoach, we're gonna get up at 9 a.m. and take a Jaeger bomb. We did it. We definitely did it. So we would
Dang.
get up in the morning about 9 o'clock. I would go over to her trailer and I would knock on the door. I'd be like, "Hey, it's time for our morning breakfast."
Oh
So we'd
no.
do a Jaeger bomb. Her dad even did it with us. He was like, "Where's mine?" And I said, "You don't ever drink Red Bull or Jaeger." And he said, "I just wanted to be part of it too." So he did.
Just like the pictures you're painting in my head right now are very like different.
I do a
Like
lot of weird things.
9 a.m. Jaeger bombs with my friend's dad. Just like
Oh yeah, that's the thing. And when I go to
breakfast.
Stagecoach this upcoming, like in October, we're doing it again.
Okay.
It's just become a thing.
Yeah. What so do you think like a country vibe would be good for this little Red Bull thing?
It's either country, but if you do it country, you have to make it sound like a day drinking song.
Okay.
Or no, let's just go with that. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
vibe.
Okay. Like country like day drinking song.
Yeah.
Do you have any like reference songs that I could look up that you recommend?
Let's see. Let's see. There is one song that I need to. I don't remember who sings it though.
All right.
Um, oh, it's "Day Drunk" by Morgan Evans.
Do you mind texting that to me?
Absolutely.
Thanks. Heck yeah.
Do I still have your number?
I don't know. I can message it to you. Morgan Evans.
Well, I'm gonna send a text and see if it just goes through.
Thanks.
And if it doesn't go through, well, then obviously I don't have your number anymore.
Just sending some day drinking songs to random numbers.
Honestly, I'd be doing them a favor.
Wow. Yeah, I
Like,
got it.
enjoy my music.
Tight. Thanks.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is cool. Are you still into like EDM and stuff?
Yeah, I am. I've definitely gotten out of it a lot more. I definitely don't go to raves as much, but I did recently go to a Nightmare show.
Nightmare.
So,
Is that like a artist?
mhm. Really heavy bass, like I don't know, just really, really heavy, big drops.
Yeah.
Bang your head to it, and you're probably gonna come home with whiplash.
It's called a bangover.
Basically, yes. Exactly that.
Oh my gosh. Whisper, one of my favorite feelings about music is just like the way bass feels in like our bodies. It's
Yes.
just
Oh
like,
my goodness.
oh man, it's like
I
a
love a heavy bass. I love
straight
it.
up. Yeah. It's like a massage for my spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I feel it in my body. It's so good. It's like, I don't know, like, heck
You get
yeah.
that like when you, especially when you physically feel the bass and it like tingles your body a little bit,
Yeah, that's what I'm
like
talking about.
vibrates you.
Yeah. I love getting vibrated.
Yeah.
Like oh man. It's like just like embracing like this vibrating sound
Mm-hmm.
or the vibrating sound embraces you.
Yeah. It's it's fun. I like it. I really like it.
uh so like I don't know. Conversation with you has been like really dynamic. I dig how
And
well we
it just goes from one thing to another.
yeah.
That's how talking with me in life just goes.
Yeah, like I appreciate it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. The cool thing about like podcasts is I would be having this conversation with you pretty much normally.
Yeah, that's what kind of happens.
Yeah. Like it would just goes into one random thing. First thing we're talking about music and Animal Crossing, and next thing you know, we're talking about writing a day drinking song about Red Bull.
Mm. You know what? We should kind of put those two together. Like maybe make an Animal Crossing song and I don't know. Just cuz like okay, so I feel like if we do this, like we can like start building that life that we're talking about where maybe like
It's
uh,
just fun and kind of ridiculous to begin with, but then all of a sudden people actually enjoy it.
yeah, like the TikTok.
Sometimes I'm sad that we didn't finish that one song that we were trying to write like 6 years ago.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that actually. But yeah, keep going.
I don't know. It popped in my head because I was obviously thinking about you, and I started singing it in my head. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, we never finished that song." It was very poppy, very not something I would probably sing. But honestly, if we would have sold it to like Disney or Nickelodeon, it could have been kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, we still can.
Probably.
Whisper, I love that song. Like I still have it. Like I still have the recording
I
we did
think
on
I
my
still have.
phone. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I still have it.
We can. I mean, we can just kind of. I'm cool with like releasing that the way it is, or if you want to like go and like rehash it out. Um,
Yeah, kind of just look at it again and see what it is.
yeah, because one thing that you said was it was like Disney Channel vibes.
Yeah, it gave
So
me very big like that kind of a vibe.
so we could kind of have like a Disney Channel version, and then like now that we have, I don't know, that was probably like five
I
years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah, I was probably like 18 or 19.
Yeah, just like with our, I mean, we if we go back, we can just like change it with the like experience we have now.
And oh man, have I experienced things.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like,
Did a lot of dumb things. But yeah, doing it, especially not a so clean version of it,
yeah,
because I remember it being just so like very Disney Channel.
yeah, yeah. I'm down. Like, that's cool. You know what? Like, I used to be. You're just making me like you're sending myself into reflection. Like I was like super obsessed with that show Victorious.
Okay, I just started watching that show again 2 days ago, and I'm already almost to the third season. I've been binging it so
Good.
because that was one of the only shows that had music in it that I could actually listen to now and not hear it as like a little kid song.
Mm.
Like some of the songs just weren't so I don't know, like preteen bops.
Yeah.
Like if I go back to listen to like Hannah Montana songs, I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm 12. Do I still rock out to it? Absolutely. But I feel like I'm 12.
Right. Yeah, it's a different kind of feeling.
Hmm.
Definitely like the songs from Victorious like painted a different picture.
I just didn't feel so young. Like overly young, like too scared to push certain limits or something. I don't know. It could have just been the beat and the melody to it, but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't feel like I'm 12 when I'm listening to those songs.
Yeah. What kinds of what kinds of limits do you like pushing? Because I love like throwing people. You know what I mean? Like whoa, like I didn't know that was possible kind of thing.
Um, well, physically the other day I decided it was a good idea to try and do a backbend again. I was drunk and now I'm sore. Very
Huh.
sore.
What did the back bend look like?
Very poor because I was tipsy and I fell on around. I fell on my head like once.
Oh,
Yeah, it was cool.
only once.
Only once. I figured it out. You got to just keep your arms up and just go for it.
That's
Yeah.
kind of sketchy. I do like back
Terrifying.
bends like what?
It's terrifying, especially if you haven't done it in like 5 years or however long it's been.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like back bends like holding onto the wall or like the door, but I never like gone for it like on the floor.
Yeah, I did that, and I don't know why I did it. I was like, I'm training for the Olympics right now. Let's go.
That's right. Olympic
That was
back
the
bending.
that was the drunken mentality that I had. You got to keep yourself entertained in quarantine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've been trying to not drink so much because just sitting in your house drinking with, well, at least I have my mom and my dad, but basically drinking alone is just not fun. But at the same time,
Yeah.
it is because that's when I think of the best TikToks to post.
Right. Yeah, it's there's that interesting realm that we travel into where it's like sadness is like so close, but at the same time it's like a certain barriers are broken down that just open up like creativity and like interesting feats that we would normally wouldn't
Mhm.
attempt.
Usually because I'm too embarrassed to do things.
Yeah.
But then I drink and then the embarrassment. I mean, it really is liquid courage.
Right. Yeah, that's a nickname for a reason.
Yeah, but then you overdo it and then it just becomes liquid death.
Mm.
So, kind of fun though. Getting creative because something actually allows you to. It
Yeah.
it does get rid of that mental block a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like important to be like responsible with it because it's so dangerous. But at the same time, it's like
Yeah, but it's fun.
I
But it's fun.
think a lot of it has to do with like the intention that you have like beforehand.
Definitely, because I definitely gone into it with not a good mindset and it has destroyed me. Or then there are the times where you go into it and you're having like, you do have a good mindset and you just have fun and it's a good time and nothing bad happens.
Right? Or like incredible things happen.
Right. No, I've definitely had both happen where I've gone in with such a bad mindset and I black out after like shot number two. Just because I'm trying to, I don't know, trying to run from something.
Mm.
It happens.
Yeah, I used to try and escape like in my dreams.
It's probably healthier than, physically drinking yourself to oblivion.
I don't know.
Maybe. My dreams have been so weird lately.
Oh, you what are your dreams like?
Oh my goodness. Yesterday, I think I was like, I don't know, in like a home, but I was stuck with this like broken up couple the entire time.
Whoa.
It was so weird.
Yeah. Wait, tell me more.
God, if I can remember more. So yeah,
Yeah.
I was stuck in a house because I guess it was like times where it was like now in quarantine, and these two had broken up, but they still somewhat lived together, but in separate rooms. And then all of a sudden, she had a new boyfriend. So I was with her ex boyfriend, just like listening to him cry, and it was really sad.
Wow.
I
That's
woke
a
up really, really kind of sad and confused.
yeah, that's is that like the main emotion, sad and confused?
From that one, yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't quite know what I was waking up to, and what I was dreaming about.
That's such a trip. Do you always get like super vivid dreams?
Um, I can, yeah. I really need to start keeping like a dream journal because then I forget them within the first hour or so of waking up,
Right.
or like a lot of it goes away. So I really should just wake up and start just writing everything down. Maybe it could turn into like a book or something.
Yeah, seriously. We got a lot of interesting ideas and information. Like,
Mhm.
what are some other weird dreams?
I used to have a reoccurring dream that these people were trying to break into my house and try and kill me. I have traumatic dreams.
Dang.
It was always these two men. There are always two,
Yeah.
and one would, a lot of the times, one would have a gun and he'd be at my front door, and then the other guy would be in the backyard, like at a sliding door, and there were no curtains, so he could see into the house.
Hmm.
So creepy.
Yeah, that's I feel like the when we see houses in dreams, especially if it's like the ones that we live in, then that somehow represents like our like us as people, like our bodies.
Hmm.
It's like the physical dwelling. So I don't know if that gives you like any insight into that, but that's just like a common dream symbol that when we dream of houses or buildings, it usually represents like our body in a certain way or like us, like
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
So I am an open scene house with many windows.
Or maybe that's just what you felt like during that time and it was kind of like whatever like but yeah, that's a really good idea, like writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up.
Yeah, because then I mean, you would forget a little less.
Do you ever get like messages in your dreams, like insights into yourself?
Um, Sometimes, not very often. Usually my dreams are just crazy nonsense, and maybe if I did write it down, I'd figure it out, and maybe it's not actual nonsense. But a lot of the times it's just nonsense.
Hmm. I think that's like, some of the most like creative stuff happens like when we're like falling asleep and it's like we're just like in that lower like that like dream frequency where everything, because like when we dream, like we create all that, like that's all coming from somewhere inside of us. So it's like when
Right.
yeah, we tap into that creative like kind of energy that like our mind goes into for so many hours every night, and like we can use that with being conscious. Do you ever like lucid dream? Like, are you able to like control any dreams?
Not really. I've done it like one time, but I can't remember what happened.
Whoa.
There was a time where I was like, "Oh, nope, I'm in a dream right now." But then I woke up right after. It was really sad because I kind of wanted to control it, but I couldn't.
Yeah, that's like you can learn how to do that. Did you know
Mhm.
that?
Yeah. No, I've heard of people that have been able to just kind of teach themselves how to.
Yeah.
Haven't gotten there yet though. I feel like it would freak me out.
Like having all that control.
Yeah. And knowing that none of it's real.
Wow. Hmm.
I feel like yeah. I would either have I'd either freak out and not know what to do with it, or I would have too much power.
So like Animal Crossing is like a happy medium between those two.
Yeah, because it's not real, but I have like conscious control over what's happening.
Yeah. Do you want to wrap this up or you want to keep going?
What time is it? It's been an hour.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, like I'm just kind of interested to hear about like you as a creative person. Like do you like hear stuff that like isn't there and then like start singing it, or do you just kind of start singing and then I don't know. You know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of abstract.
Every so often there'll be like a melody that pops in my head,
Yeah,
but
and then uh
I mean never any words to go with it.
but do you hear that melody as a voice?
Um, so yeah, sometimes. Yeah, mostly probably because I don't play any instruments. So the only thing I really know firsthand is just vocals.
Yeah. That's so trippy. Like sometimes I'll hear like my friend will like put on a beat or something that he's working on, and then I just like hear something that's not there, just like a little sound, like a pew or something like that. I don't know.
Hmm.
And like I know what goes there, even though like I don't know, it exists like in this weird like formless realm.
Hmm. Or you hear something that's not there and you don't know how exactly to put it in,
Yeah,
incorporate it into something that's because it's not there and you're like, I know what goes there, but I don't know what goes there.
right. Like it's possible, but it's just like a little more steps or something like that.
Yeah, or how to implement it. Yeah. Yeah. Music's weird. It has no boundaries.
Yeah, straight up. I love. Okay, so it's talking about like pushing limits and stuff. Like one of my favorite things is like learning a music rule and then like breaking it.
Yeah.
Just a fun fact about myself. But do you do like any art or anything else like that?
Not really, no. I'm not like visually artistic. I've learned that very, very much so. I am not visually that person. My brain, I do really well with like math.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like eh, I kind of work with that logical side of my brain a little too much. So it kind of is hard for me to do anything that's more on the abstract side.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I like numbers and I like symmetrical things.
Hmm. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
That's trippy. Do you see like the math in objects?
Sometimes, yeah. Or like how things are made and created.
Yeah.
I I really like to just I don't know, I like figuring out how things work.
Yeah.
That's definitely something I like to do is figure out how things work or what makes it work or the science behind some stuff. That's very interesting to me.
That's what's up. Do you watch like science documentaries and stuff?
Not as much as I used to. I used to love watching How It's Made.
Yeah.
That show. That was my jam.
Tyler the Creator?
Hmm.
He has a kind of like how it's
What
made.
about him?
He has like a how it's made kind of thing on
Oh,
YouTube.
really?
Yeah, I think they make like a chair. Just like one that I remember. I don't know. I don't know. Just it popped up in my head right now.
Oh my god. No, that's awesome.
That's tight though. I'm learning about you. Yeah, I think this is a good spot to wrap it up.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for having me here.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I talked about some things that I didn't think we were going to talk about
Same.
at all.
I definitely want to do this Red Bull thing and see what happens. So
Would
I'll
be kind of fun.
yeah. Yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, Whisper.
Thank you.
Stay safe and keep your hands clean. Is there anything you want to let the people know before we dip?
Yeah, stay inside, wash your hands. I want to be able to go outside and travel again. Yeah.
You heard it here, folks. All right, Whisper. Peace out.
Bye.